Hello, everybody, and we have had to skip the formalities and the introductions, but I don't even think these teams need an introduction at this point, Keith. This is the New England Whalers versus Ethereal, previously known as Polar Ace, on what is a elimination match between these two teams. My name is Strong Legs, your host here for as always, and joining with me is going to be Keith Young LaFortune, and it's going to be just a straight B brawl happening right now, Keith.
Yeah, Rampage trying to lock it down. Power comes in with the clock, doubles in. Now the Whalers do have water control, which makes retaking B so much easier. The question is, do Polar Ace go ahead and push forward and try to fight Heaven? LaCour does get spotted and take some damage. Here comes Pone alone, excuse me. As it looks like McGowie and Powers are going to go ahead and push Heaven here, Roy. They know the bomb's planted for them. Alone here's this. Gonna be jiggling it out. Hoop from sight, though, is gonna get them both. Defuse comes in. Easy retake from the Whalers. You can see how that alleviates so much pressure just hanging onto that water control. And to add to the intro that we didn't get, Ethereal, obviously with a couple new players, LaFortune and CXCI, having a little bit of a problem. While the Whalers, same old, doing really well in MDL. Unfortunately, not so hot here, as this is an elimination match.
This is an elimination match, and I'm almost, a part of me is surprised that New England Whalers are here. I definitely did not think they were going to be the teams that would be here, but here we are, the 1 and 2 pool. This is the elimination for one of these two teams, but even the winner of this will still have to play one more match in the next week to clinch the spot in playoffs. So by no means is New England Whalers out of the gauntlet once they win this. But as of right now, they've had a pretty good start to the game. But the force buy might prove to be a problem here, as Ethereal's already pulled first blood. McGowie in the connector. Eliminate Rampage, 40 HP left on him, so he'll likely be hanging out, calling for a teammate to group up with him. But as of right now, Ethereal, I like what they're up to, Keith. They're grouped up. They're about to clinch on A, trying to get past the connector, but actually Booby's made his way over here. This is gonna be a bit messy.
This might get a little weird. I honestly like Polar Ace's buy a bit better than I do New England Whalers. At least now, maybe not at the start. And, sorry, it's Ethereal. Remember that, Roy. Memory, not my strong suit. As CXCI, Deagle, no armor, going to be working up long. DJ is going to be nice and close to these bathrooms. Or to let his presence known. He's going to immediately fall back to sight. He knows what's coming towards long. He finds them both, though. Next with an AK. Renz wins a fight. Powers does the same. He did not expect Pone alone. I'm going to do that way more than I should. Pone alone. In towards bathrooms. 5 seconds. No time for the plant. Can he get the kill in Renz? Yes, he can. AKs galore. He'll throw it over to his homie. They'll get out with AKs and the round. No luck for Ethereal.
Yeah, and what a huge early twist here. New England Whalers securing the round. Although it looked like it might have derailed there for a second, but now they're back here. They have 2 AKs out of that. That's incredible. Now the problem is they are on MP9s. They've actually, I'm not sure if I totally agree with this buy personally. I feel like Pone should have just dropped an M4 here, just to guarantee that they had some rifles to the next round. Because as of right now, you got SMGs to farm up. They're still gonna have SMGs in the round after that. And SMGs are farming. DJ, easy tap, easy clap, and 4 kills for him. 3 for the SMG, and the only guns that they lost were the SMGs. So not too much of a loss. They will have to be dropped weapons. Rampage gets an M4. Booby will go with the MP9, it seems. He'll prefer that weapon of choice, but is there an op for Pone? No, there's not, Keith. There's no scoped weapon for the man who likes to Pone alone. And Ethereal, they're going to go with their full buy as well. Power's limited on utility. I believe the IGL of the squad, if I'm not mistaken.
Will CXCI's up make a difference?
You can call him 60, by the way.
60?
Yeah.
Okay. See, first time commentating the man.
Really?
Yeah, ever.
Okay.
I think Has he played MDL, or is it just advanced for the most part for this man?
A part of me wants to say he has been in MDL before, but I know last season he was in advanced. But he's definitely an MDL caliber player, no doubt about it. But it'll be DJ to push into water along with Boo. I like Boo's name. It's constantly evolving, Keith. Now,
Yeah, it went from
Boobski.
it was Boo with a lot of E's, now Boobski. And funny enough, he even changed his picture to a Russian flag, so he's full in on this one. Oh.
Rampage looking for the light, but he's only good for one. Powers just completely destroys Ponalone outside of the showers, the bathrooms, and it'll be Ben on site now. Nice flashbang there from Boot to open that up for him. Now Magawi's been spotted, but he takes down DJ with him, and Ben just maneuvering around the site like a butterfly, moving around, punching, kicking, dodging. But only 12 seconds left here in the 1v1. Smoke will give some cover. 60's realizing he doesn't have time, takes out the bomb, gets sidelined by Ben, who's maneuvered that site to perfection. And it is New England Whalers to pull 4. And with a bomb plant deny, I don't see Ethereal buying up here. It'll probably just be pistols, armor, some utility, and a potential 5th coming here on the board for New England Whalers. Economy damage has been pretty consistent, Keith. They're not getting their money rolling.
Yeah, that went from 3 alive to 2 alive to 3 alive to 1 alive for the Whalers. So certainly ramping up in damage. Gonna be able to get the first in the meantime on a LaFortune. Powers will quickly fall after the USP. Well, the op drop now. He's done his job though. He's gotten a couple kills. Rance, can he find a pick with it? No. DJ's gonna start pushing forward. They want to break that up. 60. Gonna back up into towards Sam Roy. Nice shot. The opper finds an op and has armor, bomb, and time to work with. That's a little bit of a worrying feat for the New England Whalers. How do they deal with 60? He's gonna walk up, take a peek, and without head armor, the M4 will one-tap. M4 gets retrieved. They lose a couple guns, somewhat expensive once again for what Ethereal put into it, to what they get out of it, which is 2 kills to the Whalers. Gonna have to exchange wealth. Bone will have to drop an M4. He gets his op back out. I like the op playing a site, pretty standard.
It's pretty standard.
And I wonder if, I feel like the Whalers are the type of team that do love aggression overpass, so we'll see if that starts to come out once in a while.
It's kind of like the new age of overpass, though, isn't it? Just the raw aggression on the CT side, almost like you're playing 2 sides of offense in some ways. Typically, that's where teams find the most success, oddly enough. Risky. It'll take some cojones to make it work, but nice little cheeky boost there for Boo. So that's the contingency plan for New England Whalers. Forward op didn't get much. Now he's towards the long 8, but it'll be Boo getting boosted up into waters to get information and an opening pick, but 60, an immediate return.
Nice pick from 60. And now they look to come up bathrooms. Colin Alone's gonna smoke cross to get himself back to behind Dice with his AWP. It appears now the Whalers have a really good read on what's coming because Ben has pushed all the way through B, in through water, and is starting to get behind the Ethereal points here. Boo, on trust, avoiding all the nades and flashes and mollies. Can he isolate a good fight? He does. DJ doesn't stream from long, and it is locked out. Zixi, what does he do, Roy? Any kill here, though, may go a long way. Won't find a single one. Whalers stay flawless.
That crossfire was so sick from the New England Whalers, too. Like, there really was no chance for Ethereal. They had good flashes on the entry, but that was only to get him out of toilets, right? Once they got out, they had no way to convert on that site, especially with that triple crossfire. And they're not even, like, committing to the fights either, right? They're, like, taking a fight, hiding, waiting for the next guy to contact. Nowadays, re-swinging. Typically, those kind of crossfires are relatively difficult to clear unless you have the proper utility for it. The bomb plant deny once again. Ethereal will be on the pistols and armor. A tiny utility, 3 smokes, single nade, a single molly, single flash. Got to convert their presence here on this B site.
Ooh. bit of damage, but the op will prevail. Seems like everyone is content with where we're staying at now. Ethereal may want to attempt to take the water. And some Ben spraying down monsters. Short, McDowey, no luck. A half buy from Ethereal will net them no kills, no damage whatsoever. New England Whalers starting to build a bank. They have a cushion for their push-in, Roy. As Ethereal get the op. 60. They've had opening picks, but New England Whalers getting information, rotating well. Honestly, not doing anything too crazy, Roy. This is pretty standard stuff from them. It's just Ethereal unable to trade out right now. Again, the Whalers roster may be kicking in.
I mean, I think you and I both expected this, right?
I'd say so.
It's still kind of early. It's still early days. They can still easily get 5 rounds on the Seaside. If they can convert 6 rounds on the Seaside, then we're talking. But as of right now, it looks like absolute slaughter. And it seems like everything that Ethereal is doing, New England Whalers are just one step ahead. Bobbing, weaving, getting boosts out in the mid-round, going for the early aggression, pressuring, keeping Ethereal on their toes. Ren's looking for that equalizer in the opening. First blood for his team, but not really being given much here.
Yeah, 60 early, lost a fight against the Rifler towards Fountain. The Whalers phase off their aggression, except Rampage. A couple players to work with. Extra, Ben fights into short, takes down the core. The Whalers are winning all these 50-50 one-on-one fights now. They're getting good timing. The teams are together once they actually get to the site due to Ethereal. Their crossfires clearly are well rehearsed from the Whalers. And no luck from Ethereal in these opening duels, because the Whalers are now getting a little loose. You can tell in the last couple rounds, they're willing to take aggressive fights. And M4 peeking an op in Fountain should have been a good fight for 60. That fight towards short, LaCour just not ready for it. So the Whalers are starting to give these one-on-ones that can turn rounds. Ethereal just can't win those fights just yet.
That's kind of the thing, right? You say give, but it almost has to be taken for it to really be a give in some ways. But I think as of right now, Ethereal are having some serious kind of dysfunctions in their structure, right? And when these things compound, I almost feel like it just breaks the psyche of the team, right? They're not entirely sure what to do, and since they're a new team playing against a pretty structured team, it must be kind of frustrating, right? Like you have ideas, you have these things that you want to implement, but it's almost difficult to implement them within the 15 seconds of freeze time that you have.
Yeah.
They're kind of just being pushed and shoved by New England Whalers right now, but I think the scary part here for Ethereal, although the half is still far from over, is just how strong the economy has gotten for New England Whalers. Like, we have Pwn alone at 7,000, and 9, then 9, and 8.1 for Rampage. Not only that, but they have 3 AKs, full kits, full utility across the board. Like, that's scary buy for the defense side. And although New England Whalers aren't aggressing with their bodies, they're still going for the aggressive pick. Like, they've done that water boost almost every single time now. At least some variation of it, it feels like. Here we go, Ethereal on the fast bay towards the A site, looking to overwhelm these players, but unfortunately for them, they have not pressured B enough, and there are 3 defenders here already on this A site. Rampage up close in the bathrooms, and 2 players are in the back of the site.
Well, Rampage starting to go off here. Close bathrooms with his AK. He's going to keep going. He wants more. He wants his aim. Overall here, spot 2. The spray is just good damage to the USP. Will he keep winning these fights? No, but Boo. He's going to tap away that Russian-made AK. He's going to get the last 2 in the round. 9-0 for the New England Whalers. This is more like the Whalers that we thought we would see, Roy. Honestly, super surprised they're in the 1-2 pool. Especially the talent of the likes of Ben, Boo, and Rampage. Honestly, I think we've met 1, 2, 3. We've met 4 of the 5 players on the Whalers, Roy.
Met as in person?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've met a lot of these players. think the only... I meant Ren's. I meant Power. We'll get back to that in a second. And that's a little socializing, but DJ... alive, gets 2. All down to the 3s now for both teams. He's just in a very peculiar position. He's about to get pincered on in from above and from down below, but it'll be 60 to eliminate him. And along with that is a lot of control regained by that kill. Now, New England Whalers have no idea where Ethereal is ending.
Wow.
Ben is starting to push Monster. Boob is starting to push towards showers, bathrooms. Now Ben is spotted, but he's in the open, no man's land, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go. And that should be at least a good round to contest the 9-1. But Ben, or excuse me, Boob is still alive, and I don't know if he's looking to save. He's all out of bubblegum, Keith.
Yeah. All out of bubblegum, and I can't blame him for wanting to at least go for this. Even if he kills 1, 2, all 3 and loses the round. And somehow he comes with a smoke, wins the fight against Lincor. The crosshair placement from Boo on point. Gets the smoke mid-sight, now the bomb. Does he realize their monster flanking him? It may take a bit too long. He's going to be looking for the fights in towards pit. No one's there. Jiggles out 60. And he is going to tap the bomb to the block. Well done from 60. Handles it well. Gets a 3 kill in the round. That's big. Ethereal are on the board. And this half is not too far gone. Although this buy is going to be very meh from them. They're going to have to drop some guns, spread the wealth around. It's going to drop their bank quite a bit. And I didn't necessarily mean the buy is meh. Their money will be meh after. If they can string these 2 rounds together, really break the economy of the Whalers, which is doable in the next couple rounds, they may still recover this into a respectable half. I think 4 or 5 rounds, considering how this started, would be great for them.
Yeah, agreed. I really think what Ethereal should be doing is just punishing how passive New England Whalers have been towards the A site. And I think this is kind of an idea on how to do that. Group towards B. They're going to keep 2 players committed on the A site every single time. Now you're trying to flood out B. The smokes are out. The flashbangs are here as well. There are counter utility coming out from the England Whalers. That smoke is going to make it extremely difficult to gain space for Ethereal. So the counter rush protocol is there. The entry will be there as well. But it will be Ethereal winning the trade so far. DJ's up short. That's not DJ. DJ's all the way back CT. Either way, it's back down to the 1 versus 2 now. Pone alone, living true to his name, 60 Magawi.
Pone alone, looking for a chance to peek into this. He's hoping that the site player would peek him. The angle he's holding works beautifully to catch Magawi. Now it's up v up. 60 v Pone. He has to grab the bomb. Makes a lot of noise in dropping into pit. He scopes up. Poon is trying to bait, or Pone. Jeez. He's going to go back to the op. Another bait. Shooting through the wall. Don't tell me he hits that one. Trying to bait the shot. 10 seconds. 6 will bait and peek. And he'll catch him in the open. They do get the rounds back to back. And there we go. A big one. I mean, look at the new player. 12-9, right? He's trying to do it all.
He's a fragger. I will give him that. But still, there's no end to the pressure here for Ethereal. They'll have to go through this gun run. And maybe there is an end to the pressure. If they can secure this one, they can definitely secure 4. Gawi going for the jump spot over the slide for information. I think information is found. Where is Pone? Is he in connector? Okay, that was very misleading on the minimap.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. I know. Sometimes it looks like it clips through the map, and it's like, wait, how is he there?
Yeah.
Or yeah, you know, it's like Sometimes it does throw me off as well, and I have to like actually physically go look. But yeah, he took a risk, had a spawn, had a little peek. He's gonna be holding down the water angle once his execute through monster comes out. Then for barrel. Dodge the utility, stay alive. No entry frags of the yet. DJ gets forced short 1 and almost done. He'll finally go down with the trace. teammates are there and on point. Ben's gonna stay alive. He was the barrels player. 3 kills for him. No utility. Once the execute actually came out from Ethereal, but he hangs on, trades out well with his teammates, and it leaves the fragger. The new man, the new op, 60. As he creeps on out, 15 seconds, his time is on his side. Is a Glock and an op. The op's ideal, the pistol may not be, and he's just going to try to stay alive. I'm pretty certain the Whalers will check this corner. And there it is. No scope. And that is all, though. They will not be able to get third. It's already round 13. This should just be pistols, and we're right back into a 5. But the Whalers hit double digits. They've hit their quota. That's a 9, 8, 9, 10. CT sides are your quotas. They do not get reset. At least not yet, Roy. As I did appreciate the execute. Unable to trade out the barrels player, which should be one of the first players to fall, next to the short player after DJ, of course.
A part of me feels like if Ethereal aren't getting 4 rounds here on the Seaside, I'm not sure they recover in the second half from that, Keith. What do you think? Do you think they have some sort of living chance here? They've already lost a man in this round, so that's probably 11-2 incoming.
Yeah, I'd say if they could probably win out once they get rifles out. I don't know how they want to punish the Whalers, right? I think getting water control and perhaps just setting up and trying to trade out Ben, who's being very aggressive in his situation. The Whalers are just playing really safe. Their setups on site are hard to break. The A players aren't giving up too much map control early. It's one of those things where you try to B-pop now. That didn't necessarily work. I think they somehow need to give an option 60 and see if you can't work a pick, group, and execute on it. Because right now, the Whalers are doing a nice job of playing mid-round, Roy, when they're down or up a man, still getting map information and justifying their rotates. So I think they can definitely get to 4.
Okay.
And then 60 with an op on CT side, if he's continuously confident, can really give them a chance. But I think 4 is bare minimum.
4 is like the sweet
spot
spot minimum.
Kind of goes without saying, yeah.
Okay. Let's see what Ethereal's got. I almost feel like they need this for not only the rounds, but just for their psyche. Like, if they want to feel like New England Whalers are defeatable, then they need these remaining rounds. And the pistol round is huge. Rampage, though, I don't know, man. Once again, goes for the fight. Dodges the flashbang, tries to cover, wild spray, not good enough. He'll be eliminated. That's the equalizer right there from Magawi. A nice quick reaction to make sure that this round does not begin with a deficit. Now with that kill, they've denied information from New England Whalers towards the A side at the very least, which will pull DJ and will keep him here for a while New England Whalers figures out what they want to be doing. And they did get blue in water. Powers took that control away from them as well. And now Ben, all by himself. DJ is deciding, do I stay A? Do I stay B? I'm not even sure. Ben's playing the jiggle. He spot several players. Molotov to try to buy himself some time. It works while DJ repositions on site. Now there's 2 defenders here.
Alone really quick down. Ben gets one well flash. There's the trade needed from Magawi. 2v2 as DJ burns. He pushes up. There's the op. There's the swing from DJ at barrel. He'll say that's an AK. 12-2. Now Polar Ace must buy as it's the last round of the half. 13 may seem mandatory. New England Whalers have been winning those duels consistently. Their site setup, Roy, has again been a strong suit of them. I think given time, though, I really do like the lineup of Ethereal. No lie.
Yeah, I think this roster has a lot of potential, actually. They have a lot of, like, individual talent. They have a lot of, like... in FPL, it is a bug, but it's still an environment where you can develop, micro decision-making and communication and how to play rounds on the fly and just general understanding of how rounds are playing out. And as of right now, Ethereal are in control of this round, and now even more in control of this round, with only Ben remaining. Sit down.
Well, here we go. This should not be possible for Ben. No kit, just a smoke coming in from bathrooms. I don't see him getting any favorable one-on-ones. Powers will jiggle. He'll call it out to McGowie. Simple as that. They get 3, which means you're not going to lose instantly if pistol doesn't go your way. And Sixy at 15 kills, Roy. Really leading the way with that AWP. And this is it. New England Whalers, I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas. Look for a very quick, probably if I had to guess, like a mid-sight smoke, short smoke, quick B pop. They strike me as the type of team that just love a quick B hit. And it looks like my gut feeling is wrong, Roy. It's going to be a connector pop into A hit. I'm sad.
Okay, Keith, we can't all be right all the time. So actually, just be a fortune teller.
That would be kind of cool.
A nice little perk. Look at this yin-yang happening. 3 players for New England Whalers coming up the connector. McGowie slowly pushing outside a Monster, along with 60. And I think along with that information, that should be the instant readjustment here for Ethereal towards the A site, as it's pretty obvious it's ending A. Really, the only other route that New England Whalers has is connector to B, but I think Ethereal is playing their cards right. They have 3 men defending and a 4th on the way.
Thought he was going to be able to get more. Boo. Goes to DJ, and Boo has got 2. It's 60. A 1v4. The Whalers make it to the 8th site. And they go fishing. They find the kills needed. They get 13. Polar 8. Or Ethereal. Question is, Roy, do they force up here? Do they play back from 14 and try to do 11 in a row, right? Like, what do you, or 13, like, what do you do? Yeah, you gotta buy, I think. This is the only call, unfortunately, yeah.
I think with this amount of round deficit, like, you can save for 14, but then you're banking on that first gun. At least here, if you win, you buy yourself a real chance. If you lose, well, I mean, I guess you're still on track to how this game is going. And the Whalers are already in water, setting up a bit of a crossfire to maintain control of water. The other 3 players are outside of Monster, Keith, and obviously they're eyeing out the B site right now. Here comes Molotov. Oh, that's a miss Molotov. Molly's right. Wait a second. Are they doing it?
Oh, yup. McGowie to the AK. DJ no luck. Back to the Deagle. Behind the smoke with a Galil. Ethereal picked up the weapons. They will say thank you. Don't think they'll write a love letter, but thank you is bare minimum. And with bomb being down, looking for any sort of damage here. I could see New England Whalers force buying next round just because they can. Cause they have so many rounds to work with, they could just be a nuisance. And they're going to try to... Here, 1, 2. Don't tell me he gets Powers. Oh, my goodness. That got expensive for Ethereal. Maybe they had to push that, Roy. Thoughts?
Did they have to push that?
No, I was just making sure I wasn't going insane thinking they didn't have to.
No, nah, they're fine to just hang out, honestly. I got a little wild. But that might have been the savior round, all things considered. Now, holding it down. Nice first kill. Monster, and into a slaughterhouse they go. And DJ, he does find at least a bit of thing. Oh, wait. Not like this. Not like this!
Oh.
Why? Why is everyone running through smokes when the other person...
I don't know.
That's...
I wonder what made them want to do that. Monster got shut down. The first short player died. They could just play retake at that point, no? Oh, now it's on Powers. Heaven smoked. He's stuck behind the smoke. I think he's going to try to make a play while this player's planting. Here he comes, and Ben reads it like a book. 14 for the Whalers. Ethereal. They were feeling good. They tied their shoes tight, but then they only tied 1 shoe. The other one was still untied, and they tripped, Roy.
You know what I call that, Keith? What Ethereal was doing in that last round? I call that desperation.
Yeah,
right? They want to regain their confidence. They're desperate for that little momentum. They're desperate for that little bloodthirst, but unfortunately, they're playing themselves. Ooh. Ooh.
I like that.
He just ripped the nipple out of that one. Ben will eliminate 60, and along with that is pretty much the chances here for Ethereal, unless Renz can pop off. He's in a good position to do so, but if New England Whalers wait out the smoke, that position is not as good.
If I may, Roy, just interject for a moment.
Yeah, you may.
I am very surprised Ethereal let this go to overpass. It being a field, it's a map that requires team cohesion. It's a map that rarely do you see one player popping off that really makes the difference, right? It's kind of like Nuke in the sense where if your rotates aren't good, or you're not getting valid information, you're not winning side anchor fights. You know, it's pretty much a really good team map because executes typically have to happen together. It's difficult to be an effective lurker on overpass, I find. And the Whalers, you can just see how comfortable they are on this map. So just an interesting that they let it go to this map out of all the choices.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I think that goes with like a lack of research, right? Like,
yeah,
they probably just didn't even know what to do because they're probably thinking like, what map do we even play? Like, we're not gonna go on Nuke with a fresh roster. We're not gonna go on Vertigo with a fresh roster. That's obviously a map that New England Village is also pretty good on. We're not gonna go to Train, obviously. That really just leaves Mirage, Dust 2, Overpass, Inferno, which I imagine New England Village obviously probably ban Mirage. They don't want to play Mirage against them. But yeah, anyways, I think Overpass, Inferno, and Dust 2 would have been the only real option.
I guess it's tough. No honeymoon phase for Ethereal. That Molly seems the wildest bounce I've ever seen, but the slaughter is starting to happen. They'll smoke off Monster. Court, 16 powers. Can they find a way back in? Can they find a chance, a fighting moment here? Or will it end here? 16-14. He has an AK. He's got himself a fair one-on-one. Powers gets involved. Ben's all of a sudden alone. Can he lock this out? Good kill in the first. Swinging around for the second. 60 makes it to sight. He jumps up, and that is his downfall. Ethereal will be eliminated. Commiserations to them. New England Whalers, a team that I think I can speak for both of us when we say we weren't expecting to see in the 1 and 2 pool. Now have that one more chance to move into the 2 and 2.
Yeah.
And while I'm talking, I am going to go ahead and just check who's at 1 and 2 and who they might have to face.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Even like people who are 2 and 1, right? They might still have to face those players.
So this is, oh my goodness, okay, this is where it gets spicy, right? So let me run through the teams they might play, right?
Heavy.
Under 21, ooh, tough.
That
Thunder Logic, RBG, Swedish Canadians, yeah, Chaos, Team 1,
Jesus,
and Warriors International. Yo, good luck. All those teams are stacked.
Yeah.
And all those matchups are going to be so sick. Honestly, if I'm them, the only team I'd feel comfortable playing is probably, I'd say, Thunder Logic, and yeah. Those are the only two I'd feel like, okay, well
and Warriors
that's
International.
a good matchup for that. Yeah, that's true. And Warriors International, yeah, that's a good point, because they did just change out an IGL.
Yes, that's the big thing. That's the big piece, right? It's like these players just lost a leader, which obviously is probably one of the hardest roles to replace in the game. So I'm not really sure what to expect from them, but we will find out. We still have a lot of matches to be played out this week. I think we'll have a much better idea of who's coming out, who's staying in here in the Winners League. But of course, congratulations to New England Whalers as they are one step closer to potentially making playoffs or potentially being eliminated. And of course, commiserations to Ethereal, aka Polar Ace, who they have a lot of potential. I'm really sad to see them go, but thank you guys for participating in Season 4 of Winners League. Your presence has entertained thousands and thousands of people, so thank you guys for being in this league, and I'll see you next season, hopefully. For now, Keith, I think that is all the action that we have. We have some more EU games to be played tomorrow, so keep your eyes on HLTV as well as win.gg for those ones, and some more NA matches to be played as well. So if you haven't done so, please do follow our socials, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're everywhere to provide you guys as much content, original ones, as possible. And of course, check out win.gg. Follow this man who looks like he's still golfing down here, me down here, and of course, your producer, observer, Melanie, behind the scenes. For now, everyone, we're out of here. We'll see you early tomorrow for some more NA action, or excuse me, some EU action.